Hello, I'm here to talk about my name change, which should have been finalized, but unfortunately I hit this huge snag on the way. So instead of celebrating my new success, my new milestone, so to speak, I'm very angry. Clearly I don't look angry anymore because this happened a few days ago and I've been able to process it, but trust me, I was crazy angry. So my name change, I'll explain more when it's finally finalized, but I just want to talk about the snag that I hit on the way and more or less vent about it. I went in sometime late this week and I had my affidavits, proof that I published in the newspaper. I sent it to the other court where I got my original name change because this is my second one. This is not the first time. So on top of getting it published in the newspaper, I had to send a copy of the court order and the affidavit and send it to them, and I had to show a return receipt proving that I sent it to them because like they'll find out if you're lying and you go to jail for that. The lady looked over everything. She stamped it. She filed everything away and she asked me how many certified copies I want. It's $6 each one. I was like, give me 2 of them. And she's like, go over to the cashier and pay them and they're gonna certify it for you. Because it's basically like black and white copies that are not certified until they stamp it and they put a receipt right next to it. That's the only way it's certified. In New York City, they're $6 a copy, so surprisingly they're not that expensive, but still, I wanted 2 copies so I can take it everywhere and I don't have to rely on somebody taking my copy and then I have nothing else to use when I want to go change my other documents. So I go over to the cashier. She looks through everything to make sure everything's fine, and then she's like, uh-oh, the newspaper made a mistake. And I was just like, what do you mean they made a mistake? So she reads it over twice, and she's really meticulous because not even the person that I was talking to who went over the affidavit themselves even caught that mistake. I didn't even either. I was like, that my name is written out properly. What's the problem? She's like, the affidavit, the index number has the wrong year because it has the index number -16 or 15, and I had this filed in November, sometime in November 2015, so it was a long process and it was long waiting. So she told me you have to get this republished. I can't certify these until it's republished and you get me the new affidavit with the correct index number, because the index number they have right now is someone else because the year is not 2015, it's actually 2016 written here, and it's supposed to be 2015, the year that you filed it. So this is invalid and you're gonna have to go get it republished. And she also told me, don't let them charge you. It's their mistake. It's nothing that you did wrong. It's just they literally did not catch this. As you can imagine, and needless to say, I was crazy fucking angry. Wow. I literally wanted to punch something. I needed to go to the gym and I did. And it did help a little bit, but still I was breathing in anger and I just wanted to get it out somehow, and thankfully I didn't go to the gym yet, so I could literally pull it out on back and biceps day and just pump out some reps. But wow, I rarely get that angry about anything, but that day I was just frustrated beyond belief. I mean, imagine this, somebody tells you you're so close to the end goal and you literally think nothing's gonna stop you, you finished everything, you're gonna take those certified copies everywhere to change your ID, your passport, your credit card, your bank accounts and everything, and then they tell you this, just because somebody published it wrong, you're gonna have to go get it republished, get a new affidavit, send this to us, and then I can certify it. In which case I was just fuck, this is gonna set me back another 2 weeks. 2 weeks! And the reason I was hurrying up about this is because I was apparently gonna go to Europe, but even then it wasn't a sure thing, so you can imagine I'm literally not having a good time right now. Because my uncle recently told me, who obviously originally said it was gonna be a sure thing, he comes out saying, I need to ask my boss for permission. And I was like, what, you couldn't tell me that before? Why am I gonna spend $110 to get a passport that I might not even need? I mean, if it wasn't for this trip, I wouldn't be hurrying to get a passport. I mean, it's a lot of money. I'm not traveling anywhere. There's no need to spend that much money right now. I have other things I would like to spend $110 on. And I don't want to spend $110 on something that might not even happen, and then I'm stuck with an updated passport that I wasn't in a hurry to get. So I called the newspaper and told them their mistake, and they finally caught it. They're like, okay, we're going to reprint it again, no worries, we're not going to charge you, this was our mistake, we're so sorry, and it's going to be reprinted on July 28th, so I would get the affidavit the week, early the next week, which means like at the beginning of August, I would get the affidavit, and then I would have to go to the court again and finally get my certified copies. And finally, in the first week of August, I can finally go around places and get it changed at the DMV, at my bank accounts, my credit cards, and like my social security card and everything, and everything's gonna be fine. But even then, like, updating your passport takes like 6 weeks, and that's not even expedited, and I'm not willing to spend $60 when even at this point right now, like, I don't even know like Europe is gonna happen anymore, because he still has to ask his boss and find out what he thinks, if he's gonna allow him to take me on this business trip. Because aside from going to Philly and Bolivia, I literally never been anywhere else in the world. And it really sucks, because I wanted to go somewhere, and this was like the only times I get to go somewhere, because my brother took a tour around the United States with my uncle when he graduated high school. I never got to go anywhere. My parents got to go to see places. This year they went to Germany, Poland, Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary. So it's kind of not fair. Like, my uncle takes my brother places, and now says it's not gonna be a sure thing. So I'm really disappointed, because other than Philadelphia and Bolivia and South America, I literally have never been anywhere else in this world, and I would like to visit Europe sometime. Before I'm dead, of course. I've never been anywhere else other than Philadelphia and Bolivia in South America, and it would be nice to go somewhere that doesn't involve the United States, you know, like explore maybe Australia, Europe, and stuff like that. So on top of the name change thing, I'm a little like frustrated that it might not even happen anymore, and I don't like getting my hopes up when everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be a sure thing, and then it comes out like, oh, we're gonna have to ask permission, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, right now I'm not having a good time. Not a good time at all. Sorry guys, I really am out of it right now. It's just like, I thought I was going to get my name changed today. I was planning to go to the DMV today to update my ID, because I need one, because I lost my entire wallet, so I don't have one anymore. But only for this to happen, it's just, I'm literally disappointed. I'm literally just shattered. Not only did it take several months, it's like almost took like 6 months for this to happen. But my name has to be republished because of somebody's mistake to my entire neighborhood more times than it actually needed, because of somebody's mistake that should have not have happened. I'll let you guys know on how that goes with my name change. It's going to get finalized supposedly the first week of August, but right now I'm just like really livid that not only that I'm not going to get my certified copies and I'm set back 2 weeks because of this mistake, but it also has to get republished and circulating around the newspaper of my neighborhood again, basically outing myself to the world a second time. Well, not a second time, but a third time, because this is my second name change. One more time that I actually needed to be like shouted out to the world. So this kind of pisses me off, and surprisingly it does, and it's kind of ironic since I'm out on YouTube and everything. But it really does annoy me quite a bit, because the neighborhood is the last place I want people to know about me being trans, because I'm pretty out and proud, but I don't say like I'm trans to every person I meet or every person I interact. Yeah, I think I feel better now after venting on YouTube for this. I'm sorry guys, like I'm really kind of out of it, but I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel better for sure. It's just like I'm trying to stay a little optimistic, try to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. I'll get through it somehow. It's just getting through it is the problem. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for watching me vent. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. I put out a video every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays are the Beyond the Binary series, and Saturdays just basically personal me time, I believe. I feel like I need like a time during the week where I get to talk about myself and like in the raw without too much editing, because those videos like that I'm doing right now take a lot of work, so, and I want to do them right, so I don't want to rush anything. So Saturdays is going to be like personal me time. I will talk to you soon. Alright?